Exiles as missionaries. We are looking at Daniel, a well-known story about captivity, prophecy, and so forth, but this time as missionary.
Which means, how do you live and how do you witness when you have been exiled in a foreign land? Which means another language, different social structure, new culture, and most assuredly a new local religion that dominates. Simply you have to start from scratch.
How about us, living in a culture outside of our spiritual bubbles or gated church communities, and not compromising?
The Babylonian invasion in Israel and Jerusalem have changed the direction of history of the chosen nation. Oddly, it was all predicted by the prophets before that. The Jewish model of telling the world about their God has changed from come and see our temple to go, get to know, adapt where you live, and witness.
The way we live our faith in challenges and difficulties impact not only our relationship with God, but it also builds impressions with the people around us or next to us.
Yeah. And in the book of Daniel, chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5, the kings of Babylon encounter the power of God through the testimony of Daniel and his friends. What they have managed to do is to be noticed as people who worship the real God. No more, no less. And God then himself reveals through miracles to the royalties.
It may not always be appreciated, but in moments of challenges and difficulties, people that are trustworthy, people that have values, that have faith, people that believe and that care are needed and looked for. From such people, others also learn about God. For example, Nebuchadnezzar recognized the Son of God in the fire. He must have heard about him from somewhere. And Belshazzar appreciated Daniel reading the message on the wall.
And what about Daniel and King Darius, the Median king? It seems that they have known each other very well. I would guess that they had a very deep relationship of respect, and I would probably say even a friendship between each other. Just think of the moment when the king had to send Daniel to the lion's den. He didn't want to see Daniel there. In the evening he fasted, and first thing in the morning he rushed to check on his friend if he's still alive. And he was overjoyed.
Well, he must have seen something special in Daniel because he kept him in his closest circles, and he also put him to look over his entire kingdom. But there is another aspect as well on this. Daniel had in heart the desire to know the future. Who doesn't? But especially he wanted to know what will happen to his people. He wanted to know how is history going to unfold and how will we stand with God. What is our future as humanity? And he was a very special missionary in this domain. Jesus even referred to Daniel's message.
And which means that we can connect with people wherever we are. We can look for ways to be who we are with the knowledge that we carry. Opportunities come when God intervenes, and people can meet our God.
Yes. The end of the lesson is about our different circumstances and about how we identify ourselves, how we live our faith. And most importantly, how are we going to respond to the mission that is given or will be given to us? Esther, Daniel, Joseph, and many other exiles in different cultures had their own experiences. How will be ours?
And Nick, we're not all the same. Many people around me are not trumpeting their faith. Like Esther in the Bible, they silently live their principles. So God works his ways around our own personalities. Opportunities come, be it if we are loud proclaimers of our beliefs, or be it if we are quiet followers of Jesus Christ.
How do you witness in your circumstances?